Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Really good, Lance. How you doing this morning?
Good. Thank you very much for joining us. You're a pro 4x4 racer. That's what you do. Tell us about your sport and what makes it so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on this morning. This weekend we'll be racing out at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's the Lucas Oil Off-Road Regional Shootout. This weekend is actually kind of a unique race for us this year. Normally, throughout the year, there's 3 different regions, one in California, one in Arizona, and one in Utah. This is our season-ending race here in Vegas, so it's actually going to be a shootout between all 3 regions.
I'm looking at your website here, JenkinsBrothersRacing.com. Now, I'm seeing a lot of...
That's actually a different Jenkins.
Oh, that's no good.
The heck with them. Don't go try to get in touch with you through them.
Okay, Susan jumped in there real quick because she's the one that sent me the link.
No, I didn't send it. Our publicist sent it.
Commonly mixed up. We actually both race off-road. But yeah, that's a different guy, unfortunately.
Well, Mike, what's your website?
We don't have a website. You can check us out on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, all those ones under Jenkins Motorsports.
All right.
Through Facebook. So you can check us out that way online.
All right. Well, good deal. Now, the 4x4, and I'm looking at some of the events here. There's a lot of hills and jumps, and, it's not a flat track. You guys are out there getting it like in a rough terrain. Is that what the track's going to be like this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the exciting thing about short course racing is it's door-to-door racing, wheel-to-wheel, real high intensity. It's a lot like Supercross with trucks is kind of the way we like to describe it. Real high speed, lots of jumps, lots of action. Guys, banging and bumping into each other, and we try not to do that as much as possible. But tempers flare, and we
sure.
I'd say that's lots of danger, huh, Mike?
We try to keep that to a minimum as much as possible, but, unfortunately there are, the occasional accidents, but there's a lot of safety gear that are required by the sanctioning body that we run, in the trucks, so the trucks are actually very, very safe inside. You may see some nasty accidents out there, and the guys just get right out of the trucks and walk away, and the Lucas Oil safety crew just do an excellent job. They're there in every turn with fire extinguishers and a bunch of guys ready to jump out and give you a hand if you have any problems.
What kind of speed do you get up to?
In our sport, in our class, it's really not about top speed. We're racing on a 1 mile course that's got real sharp turns, lots of high jumps, big jumps. So it's not really about the top speed. More or less, it's more about getting from one corner to the next corner, as fast as possible, and beating that guy to that turn.
And how much? What's your maximum speed? Do you think when you're doing all this negotiating, moving around?
Down some of the back stretches, we may hit 80 plus miles an hour, and it just really depends on how.
You don't want to do that on a turn, though.
No, and I don't want to be in a truck doing anything more than about 20 miles an hour.
Yeah, we're coming to these turns, and we're pitching the truck sideways through these turns, and sometimes we're 2 or 3 guys wide going into these turns, and we're bumper to bumper, fender to fender, going through these turns, at high speeds, and it's pretty exciting for the fans to watch that.
I'll bet it's a great spectator sport. I mean, it must be, because there's a lot of guys and gals that drive trucks in this town, and they're probably saying, "Well, I could do that." Yeah, right.
Mike, what's your choice of truck and what's your choice of motor?
Yeah, absolutely. I run a Ford Ranger. The class that I race in is called Mini Stock, and it's kind of an entry level class. It's real budget friendly, and it's actually kind of designed to keep the racers real even and really make it a driver's class. So the motor that we run in the Ford Ranger is a 4-cylinder 2.3. It's a very, very common motor. Very supported by the aftermarket and pretty easy to get some big horsepower out of.
So since you're only using a 4-banger, do you do any alterations to your transmission and gearing for the ratio?
We do. We try to keep that as secretive as possible.
Sure. I'm in the media. I'm supposed to try to get that out of you.
So the answer is no. We don't touch it.
Exactly. We try not to talk about that in public too much.
Sure.
But yeah, absolutely. We do all that as much as possible. To get any kind of competitive edge that we can.
Sure, absolutely. Where have you been? Where have you been racing lately?
This season we've been doing the regional series in California. We raced out here in Glen Helen, which is like San Bernardino County in California. And then we also race at the Lake Elsinore Motorsports Park. It's a brand new facility that Lucas Oil just built. It's an amazing facility, and it's growing per race. The attendance is just getting bigger and bigger each race, and it's been really great support out there.
Lake Elsinore, I love it. It's right off the I-15 down there. Is the lake still emptying because of the drought scenario, or that lake started filling up again?
That's a good question. I couldn't tell you that. It's not really something I paid too much attention to be honest with you, out there. But, last time we were out there and it was hot, there was tons of boats and people out there having a good old time. So I can't imagine it's too low right now.
Yeah, there's a nice watering hole at the top of that mountain right above it. But that's for a different story there, Mike. All right, who are some of your competitors that you're going to be racing against that you're keeping an eye on this weekend?
There's a few guys that we've been in a tight points battle with all year. We've had a great start to the season. Unfortunately, we've had a little bad luck these last few races. So Garrett Gorski is leading points right now. We actually have a possibility of still catching up to him in points in this last race. So it's all about kind of the luck of the draw. He would have to basically not finish the race, and I would have to win in order for it to work out in points for us to take back over the lead. We were actually holding the points lead up until the last two races and had a few mechanical failures in these last two races. But up until that point, it's been a pretty exciting season. Andrea Pathiakis is another great competitor. Yes, it is a girl. And
she can race too.
So
girls can drive, right?
And then, there's some new guys that I'll be racing up against. That's the unique thing about this race is it's a shootout race. So it's all the different regions. It's Arizona, California, Utah. And so this will be actually our first chance to actually be going head-to-head with the Arizona guys. And from what I've heard, there's some pretty fast guys out there. So it's definitely going to be some stiff competition. We usually get about 10 to 12 trucks in our class here in California, and they usually have about the same out in Arizona. So we're expecting a pretty big field, somewhere in the 20 to 30 range car count just in my class alone.
Wow,
and,
that's a big
all
field.
The different classes, yeah, it'll be a large field. So definitely, a lot of competition out there. But we're usually right at the top. Our qualifying times are usually at the top, and we won quite a few races this season. So we expect to be up there with everybody else.
If somebody wants to find you out there or watch for you, how would they do that?
What they want to do is they want to look for the Jenkins 99 tent, Risk Clothing also, one of our big sponsors from Las Vegas, RSK Clothing. They can check them out also at www.riskall.com. Robbie and Katie, they've been a huge assistance and help to us this year, sponsoring the truck and the team. And they're going to be doing, a big hospitality tent out there for us this weekend. They'll have, Risk Clothing tents set up and their apparel all over the place. We'll have, banners and flyers and stuff. So that's the nice thing about this race is it's real family and kid-oriented. It's $10 admission to get in, so it's real reasonable. Mm-hmm. And that includes pit access. So you can actually, walk right through the pits and go right up to the drivers and everyone's real friendly in the sport. So everybody's, welcoming and, wants to put their hospitality out there to all our fans and spectators.
So if they want your autograph, they can go to Jenkins 99 booth. Is that what happens? And they can find
absolutely. And we've got, some hero cards and posters and stuff over there for everyone, stickers, handouts, plenty of Risk beer koozies and stuff over there to hand out. So, yeah, definitely come on by and get some free swag and check us out.
Awesome.
And who doesn't like a nice run in a 4x4? I mean, come on, man. Isn't that what all guys live for? I mean, really, come on, Mike.
Hey, that's right. I mean, it's definitely a passion. It's definitely, something that we strive for and work really hard to do, each race. It's being basically a privateer. I've got a lot of help, a lot of volunteers that help me out on my team. My brother, Mark Jenkins, my wife, helps out a lot. My guys, Alex and Rob, Brian Cavett, Sammy Navarro, all these guys, come over, bust their ass to help us out. Weeks and weeks and weeks in advance. We're out late, and the wives don't get too happy about that. But
it is what it is, brother. It is what it is.
It's in our blood, and we love to do it, and that's the reason why we do it. And we're always looking for the next level, and hopefully, if things keep going as well as they've gone this year, we'll be at that next pro level, next season, hopefully.
Mike Jenkins in the '99 Ford Ranger. Best of luck to you this weekend, and we'll stay in touch.
Keep rocking.
You got it.
Thanks very much.
All right, appreciate it very much, Mike. Good racing.